to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. Line.
Mike, hey, 25!
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Hey, Tuesday.
Check 99.
Gun. Check 52. Hey, got it!
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got daylight. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Let's go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check right. 59 mark. Check.
On play action, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check. 59.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
A give to Williams, running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Where's 52?
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready? 25. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. 51. Down. Check. Space. Hey, Haywood.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Hey, check.
Let's go heavy.
Play action. Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, Tuesday.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Gun. You ain't got nothing. Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
20.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, South.
Show it up.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. This is Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 75 yards. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Play action. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They will run with Grant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
50. Watch the curve. 51, Sam. 21. Hey, exit.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, Eagles 14.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Box drop, box drop.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Check 25, check 25. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. Tighten up.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick six, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a throw here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of one, and it'll be third down.
We got this. 52, 52. Go. Target.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Switch. Dash.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Kill.
Now Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll make it third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throw of football.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
Check. Watch 54. I got it.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, 280.
Mike's by 4.
Tick.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
21.
Ryan, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wait.
Joker.
Check.
Mike's 54.
Hey, South.
54. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Buzz.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch
54, South.
Got one.
All right, 25.
They go play action now. Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
That's it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a cutback right side there. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 62 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now this time, Wentz will throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Falcons take
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Hey, Alpha! I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Go.
From the 22, Minshew. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Mike the 59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey, Ford Tokyo!
Mike, check, 59.
Bravo!
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Completes it to Aguilar. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They're not ready for this, man.
On first down, Grant. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Corey Grant, 40 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's bring it.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Mike the 59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it'll be third down. The Eagles on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
30. Kill.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Now Wentz again. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Again, it's Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant, the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick-6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Ford, don't kill.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This thrown quickly out to Jones. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking end zone for Jones. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 280.
45. I got you, punk.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.